So it's absolutely, at least, I can't actually remember when that footage was filmed. I want to say it was just over a week ago. It was definitely after I got back from Alaska, and I tried to get back into filming, but then the rest of the day jet lag hit me. I think that's what it was, but I might be wrong. I honestly can't remember. But hello, I had a little bit of a sort of a hiatus. I think I've only taken like 3 weeks off potentially of uploading a video, but there's a lot to update you on, which is what I'm sat here for. So that what you saw there was just kind of a little bit of an updated morning routine that I've been doing. My cardio has been upped to 6, oh my gosh, so every day basically, 7 times a week, and I do half an hour. So I have just signed up to another gym. There's a David Lloyd being built literally around the corner from my house. It's a 5-minute walk, if that, and it doesn't open until August. So I'm going to be going from between 2 gyms, because the one gym that I go to is literally just a gym, so it's amazing for all the machines and stuff that I need, but there's no recovery in there. So that's what's amazing about David Lloyd, is there's a swimming pool, the saunas, cold plunge, and it's literally a stone's throw away, whereas my other gym I drive just under 20 minutes. So at the moment, my updated morning routine is I borrowed a bike from someone who lives in where we live. So I've lent a spin bike to have, and so my cardio at the minute is the bike. I will get back to doing the stairs, but it's so good at the moment. So for example, today is Tuesday the 4th of July, and I was up at 4:15 this morning to go and teach a couple of classes, and then I've come back and now I've got to go to the gym, and I don't really do well sort of working out in the afternoon, but I've got to go. Well, I don't really do well, I just prefer to go in the morning, and I'd rather not be there for longer than I need to. So it's amazing now that I can come home, and whilst my food is cooking, I can do my cardio and get it done that way. But apart from those 2 days, I am doing fasted cardio first thing in the morning, which is what you saw. So that was kind of just a little bit of an updated morning routine. I think this week, potentially tomorrow, I'm going to film like a day in the life, what I'm eating in the day, because there's been lots of changes. So just keep you all updated in the loop. But whilst I'm waiting for my phone to charge before I go to the gym, I've just got myself a coffee. I mean, it's coming up 3:30, and I don't usually drink coffee at this time of day, but sometimes you've just got to do it because it's been a long day. But updates. So we got back from Alaska, not last Sunday, was it? Last Monday, yeah. So we've been back like 8 days. And the holiday itself, the week, was amazing, but we had a nightmare with our luggage. So to cut a bit of a long story short, we had a connecting flight, Gatwick to Calgary in Vancouver, and then Calgary to Vancouver. Our flights didn't make the first connecting flight from Calgary to Vancouver. We had a slight panic, but then the airport reassured us, no, don't worry, there's 5 flights going tomorrow morning, which means that the case can get to you, because we were only half an hour from the airport anyway. And it missed every single flight. And I was even more annoyed because I was so organised, and we'd taken 2 big cases, and in each case was half of my evening and day wear and half of my husband's evening and day wear. So even if one went missing, it wouldn't matter. Maybe I jinxed it by doing it that way, I don't know. But anyway, we didn't lose 1, we lost 2, and we didn't get our suitcases back until the 4th day of the cruise. And in that suitcase was pretty much everything except for a couple of bits of underwear for the 2 of us, one gym outfit, and walking boots. That was literally what we had. My weighing scale, all my snacks, my protein powders, my creatine, everything for the whole week was in the suitcase. So it was an amazing holiday, but from a prep perspective, it didn't really put me in good stead. I was holding on to so much stress. I didn't have my right gym wear and everything, so it was just a little bit of a write-off for me, if I'm being honest. Did it put me back a couple of paces? Not necessarily, but I definitely didn't make any improvements at all whilst I'm away. If anything, I came back and I'd gained like 1 kilogram, which I know is 2 pounds, just over 2 pounds, but still, when you're trying to diet down, that's really not what you want. So, and whilst we were out there was 2 nights where we'd already planned going out for a meal. So of course I did. It was an Indian and a sushi night. And I was just being super mindful of how much I was eating because there's nothing I can do. We'd gone through what we'd gone through, and I was like, you know what, these 2 nights of me just eating kind of this, everything else I was sort of really looking after my food and making sure that my meals were really good and balanced, trying to stay away from all the crap, even though that's really quite hard when you're on a cruise ship. But it was amazing, and I didn't want to also put a dampener down on my husband because I got it for his 30th birthday. So anyway, we came back home and I spoke to my coach and I was like, I don't want to do a check-in right now. I'm going to wait until the end of the week. And she was like, yep, I think that's a good idea. So, and I mean, I might have gained even more weight than what I thought I had. But anyway, last Friday I weighed in and I was, like I say, I think I'd gained up to like 51.8 kg. And before I left, I was not 51, sorry, 50.8. Before I left, I was down the bottom end of the 49 kg. But I've had a couple of days of being back into the swing of things. Today's Tuesday. Since Friday, I've lost the weight that I put on. So I'm really good and I'm feeling in a really good position. But the update is, so before, when I last spoke to you, I believe my calories were at 1700 training days and 1500 non-training days. They've all been dropped by 100, so now non-training days, rest days are 1400 and training days are 1600. And to be honest, I feel like now, because I'm very lucky that I'm not on a meal plan, it is very much macro based, and up until then I could pretty much have everything that was in my usual diet, whereas now since the drop everything's going a little bit more basic, but I'm still feeling really good. I'm just trying to, like, I was making myself homemade curries and things like that, whereas now I'm just not doing that because I know that I can get way more from my food if I don't do that and eat a little bit more basic. You know, like today I've had you know, 2 rice cakes with loads of avocado on. I had a really good breakfast full of blueberries, dark chocolate, protein, natural yogurt. Lunch was baby potatoes, chicken, loads of salad. Evening meal tonight, I'm having salmon, pasta with some light Philadelphia and some sweet chili sauce and some veggies. Tonight I've still got a salted caramel rice cake to have and a chocolate protein yogurt. So the foods that I'm having, it's still enough, but I'm just being very mindful of trying to keep everything as sort of basic as I can and not making fancy meals just to make my life easier. But one thing that I have realised, and you know, people might watch this and think and really disagree, but I feel like sometimes, especially, you know, when I've spoken to some people, friends and family, about that I'm doing bodybuilding, they've, you know, had a bit of a negative reaction to it because maybe potentially sometimes it has a bit of a bad rep. You know, you're getting your body fat so low, people take, you know, PEDs and things like that. But over the last sort of month to 2 months, I've had quite a few comments of random people, some people I don't know, some people I do know, saying, oh my goodness, your hair looks so good, your skin's so clear. I have a good amount of energy, and I honestly think that's because of I am having absolutely no crap at all. And granted, my calories are low, but the food that I'm having is just everything that's just good for you, apart from maybe like a Coke Zero or, you know, something like that, I don't know. But I'm feeling, I know that it's going to get harder. I am 9 weeks and about 5 days out now, so I'm very aware that it's going to get more challenging, but at the moment I am still feeling really good. And I'm just trying to push on and keep myself as positive as I can and keep myself as busy as I can, especially on the low days. So for example, yesterday was a Monday, it was a low day, 1400, and I was up working. I taught 4 classes, I came home at 2 o'clock, had my lunch, and then I spent the whole afternoon doing all my client check-ins. And before I knew it, it was like 7 o'clock and it was time to have me my tea and go to bed. And I didn't really focus on the hunger, so I think my whole, you know, plan is just try and keep as busy as I can on those days, and hopefully it won't affect me too much. But I'm ready to embrace the suck and just get on with it, because there was a first timers on a Birmingham town hall again at the weekend, and I was going to go and watch it, but I needed a day just to unpack, because I hadn't done anything like that since arriving back from the holiday. And just watching all the videos and things, it gave me such a buzz. Just paid my first instalment for my bikini, and you know, I'm starting to now book hotels, look at makeup artists and all things like that. So it's getting really real, and I am genuinely really excited. 10 weeks, well, less than 10 weeks is really not a long amount of time at all. Some days will feel long, I'm sure, but it's really not. Life is going so quick. I can't believe we're halfway through the year already. So you know, anytime that I sort of complain, my husband's like, stop it, like you even say you've got hardly any time to sort of worry about anything like that. So it's really good. So at the moment, still training 4 days a week, cardio half an hour every single day, 10,000 steps a day, and protein is now 140 instead of 130, and we've got 16 and 1400 calorie days. So that is that. But I'm heading to the gym in a minute. I'm just going to finish my coffee and give my phone another 5 minutes or so, have my pre-workout meal, which is rice cake with some peanut butter and a banana on top, go, and I've got quads and no I haven't, I've got posterior today. Come home, and whilst my food is cooking I will do my cardio, and then a very early night. And my husband's not here for the next couple of days because he's gone back home to help his dad out with the business, so all by myself, so I can just get stuck in with my routine. There's loads of things that I want to do, just sorting out the house and stuff like that, but I think that is pretty much all that I have got to update you on. Back at it. I've got, actually no, I do have about 2 weeks, and then it's one of my best friend's wedding in Italy, but that shouldn't be bad at all. We're only taking hand luggage. I've got all my snacks there. The wedding day, thankfully it's all fresh fish and things like that, so I'll just be smart with my food choices, but I'm not going to let that get in the way, and I will be prepping my meals for the first day or two whilst we're out there and things like that. So lots of fun videos coming your way, but I think that's it. I've got a posing next week or week after next, wherever the 14th of July is, with posed by Emma. She's one of the judges for PCA. She's the only girl that I've been to, and she's been amazing. So really looking forward to that. Bikini's on the way, and I've got my new heels. So yeah, it's all happening. And then obviously to keep myself as busy as I can, but that's that. That's the update. So thank you if you've made it this far after nearly 12 minutes of me talking. But I'll be back, all being well, with my weekly uploads, especially as we're getting closer. There's lots of things going to be changing, like just showing you my day-to-day, how I'm dealing with it. And I want to be as honest as I can throughout the whole process, and then hopefully I can recruit someone on a show day to sort of film all the backstage and behind the scenes and stuff like that, because obviously that with the tan and the getting ready and everything, that's quite a bit of an ordeal, but a bit that I'm secretly really quite looking forward to. So thank you for watching this. Make sure to follow along on my Instagram as well. I'm just about to upload all my highlights so far of this prep, but make sure to subscribe. Hopefully you enjoy these videos. Any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below, and I will see you in my next one. Have a fabulous rest of your day.